Welcome back to another episode of Treshana's True TV, where we bring love, laughter, and truth to the viewing audience. Today we are broadcasting from MTN again for a second time, and I am so excited to introduce our next guest. Our next guest is a rising hip-hop artist in the Twin Cities, and this young man is growing, did you hear the term, growing globally. He was recently featured in City Pages as one of 5 top Minnesota hip-hop artists. It is none other than Malik Curtis, also known as Juice Lord. So Malik, welcome to the show. I am so excited to have you on the show. You're like a little son to me. I've seen you grow, and now you're growing as a young hip-hop artist. But I gotta ask this question. This is a question that I gotta start off with.
Yeah.
Other than Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Nas, and Common, what truly inspires you to live hip-hop?
What truly inspires me to live hip-hop is hip-hop is a culture, and it's just all artists that have came before me. Is, New York, the South, the West, and just everything that has to do with hip-hop, from just the MC, B-boy, B-girl, even though I don't dance, just the DJ, and just the whole culture. It's a family, and I come from that. So it's really hard to explain, but it's just in me.
It's just in you. It lives within you, right?
Yeah, it lives
and that's
within
how you're able to just spit out your lyrics the way that you do.
Yes.
That's pretty dope. So, let's just dive right into your Growth CD, right? Or Growth video, right? Because that was so epic. I saw it and I loved it.
Thank you.
Why did you pick Growth as your title? Talk about that.
Well, it's a remix. The song is the original song is by Kaz from Dreamville. He signed to J. Cole, and it's called Grow. And when I first heard that song, I was like, I gotta remix this because that beat and the things he was saying I could relate to, and I called it Growth. So it won't be exactly like his. It'd be sort of different, but I called it Growth simply because that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I feel like life is about. It's just growing and evolving as a person, and an artist or anything that you do in life, man. You want to grow. You don't want to stay stagnant.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I called it Growth, because that's what I'm currently doing right now.
Because you're growing,
yeah.
And we all should be evolving, right? That's what life is about. It's about evolving into higher thinking, right?
Exactly.
And so I got to dive right into some of your lyrics because I listened to the song, fell in love with the song. But this is one of the verses that really, really stuck out to me. And you said, "I've been feeling so alone, and since a kid I've had this dark space in the back of my dome. I tried to find peace, yet it's hard to find that.
When you can't sleep."
And you can't, yes. So how have you found peace, and how has it made you grow?
Well, I'm with that lyric, just growing up, just going through different, trials and tribulations, dealing with death in the family, dealing with, just, the environment of being around the streets, and, having family members that are in jail doing bids and different stuff like that. That was just it affected me. I was never a gangbanger or anything, but my environment definitely affected me, and it definitely made me want to be a better person. And with that, I don't know. It's just how did I find peace? I'm still searching for that. It's just you're always trying to seek for peace, because you can have peace one moment and then not have peace the next. So what I try to do as far as finding peace is just listen to good music, try to surround myself around good people that want to succeed in life, and really just find inner peace within myself. Because if you don't have peace within yourself, it's going to be hard for you to have peace with other people, because other people got their different lifestyles that might bring that negative energy to you. But if you have inner peace within yourself, you're going to be able to block it out.
Exactly. What songs do you listen to that would give you that inner peace that you're talking about, that would help you grow, just as your song talks about?
What songs? Can't necessarily say a specific song because I'm not like looking at it. But as far as just albums, because what I do now, I don't even listen to really singles. I listen to albums and mixtapes, EPs.
Okay.
But albums that I listen to that I try to find pieces. Baduism, Erykah Badu.
Okay.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
2014 Forest Hill Drive. And I listen to John Coltrane, Miles Davis, and try to find peace just through that music right there alone, and really just try to find my own art within just being inspired by
Exactly.
So,
and do you find that through listening to those positive hip hop artists, conscious hip hop artists, that they help you evolve into a higher thinking? And do they also help you lift up your lyrics in through your writing?
Yeah, they definitely challenge me to bring my creativity to another level, or try as best as I can. And also, besides just listen to the music, I watch interviews of different legends like Rakim Allah. I listen to a lot of different activists.
Okay.
Can't really, there's too many people to name right now, but I watch a lot of interviews. I watch a lot of movies, and I just try to learn each time and just be a sponge and just feed off them and bring it into my own life. And also knowing that I have a father that has been through a lot of trials and tribulations, coming from Mississippi, and just telling me things I shouldn't do, and telling me what I should do, and also let me learn about myself. And
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I've got to ask this question: what does hip hop really mean to you?
Hip hop is the way of life. Hip hop is me. Hip hop. It means so many things. I feel like without hip hop, I truly wouldn't have a voice. I feel like hip hop was created by DJ Kool Herc, and it was created in the Bronx and around the 70s, and it was found by just great people who wanted to see our people, our black people, have a voice, because once they took the instruments from us from the Harlem Renaissance, we had to find something, and what we found was some disco records and just spinning equipment, the DJ, the first element, and we found that, and we came up with something from nothing, because we didn't really have a lot, and from the 70s to now, it just got to a kid from St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm everything that hip hop was before me, and I'm it now, and I'm just trying to keep on pushing it.
That's awesome. Well, I can tell you this, you're doing a great job, and I do believe that growth will go global. I just want you to stick to your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, and it doesn't matter how long it takes you to achieve greatness, stick to it, because it's about you believing in you, right?
Definitely.
Right. So tell the viewers where they can find growth, because you want this thing to go viral, okay? I want this thing to go viral. Trace True TV want this thing to go viral, right? So where can people find growth? How can they go on YouTube? Do you have a website? Where can they watch this dope video?
You could catch growth on YouTube. M&A Production is on their YouTube page. You can find it on my Facebook, Malik Curtis. You can find it on Twitter, and pretty much any place on the internet that has my name, Juice Lord, and yeah.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Always.
I wish the best for you, and I know that you're only going to go up from here. So thank you so much, Juice Lord.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
For sure.
I am so delighted to introduce our next guest, who is no stranger to the film industry. He has worked for CBS, VH1, BET, and the list goes on. He is a hip-hop guru, hip-hop artist, and hip-hop teacher. This young man identifies as an arts renaissance man. He is the genius creator of the avant-garde. It is none other than Chadwick Niles Phillips. Chad, welcome to the show. It's such an honor to have you on the show. You're
Thank
like
you.
Mr. Positive Energy. I see you on Facebook, always promoting everything about the avant-garde. But before we really dive into the depths of the avant-garde, where did the name derive, the avant-garde? Where did that derive from?
Well, the avant-garde, the word means bringing new and unusual ideas to the world of the arts in French.
Okay.
So I wanted a name that represented who I am.
Okay.
I wanted a name that looked nice when you see it and that sounded good.
Okay.
Because all that is a part of the branding.
Absolutely.
So I thought of that name, and that is a term that's been used all the way throughout the past when it comes down to different stages of art.
Okay.
Different Renaissance periods, you know, from the bebop era to the Harlem Renaissance to the Black Liberation Arts movement of the 70s. That word avant-garde has always been used. So it's about keeping that tradition alive, because without those people, we wouldn't exist today. There were so many sacrifices they made in life and within their art to create all these opportunities that we have. So we really need to take advantage of those. And my father was a jazz musician, bass player, graduated from Juilliard, and he's the longest tenured African American in the symphony orchestra, upright bass. His name is Sam Gill. So that whole aura and era is deep within me. So when I thought of the word avant-garde, I had to check with the Minnesota State first to see if it existed before I actually chose it as an LLC. And then from there, we got it. And the avant-garde is a music, arts, renaissance, entertainment production company. We want to provide opportunities for just the different great artists that we have here, from soul artists to live instrumentalists to poets to rappers, but people who really represent that eclectic alternative side of things. So here we are.
Here you are.
The avant-garde.
Avant-garde,
Yes.
and you have been producing a lot of different events,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So what are some upcoming events that you're producing? I know you've got some great stuff on in the hopper, I should say.
Yeah, in the hopper.
In the
right?
hopper. So let's talk about what's in the hopper.
Yes,
that's coming up.
so we have an event coming up called the New Renaissance.
Okay.
Which is an event that brings light to the new Renaissance in the Twin Cities. It's so many artists that are here that are doing amazing things that need that bright spotlight on them. Because when that spotlight comes on them, then that's when the actual scouts come out and they could get a greater situation that they become in.
Okay.
Yeah, compared to the situation that they're in before the event.
Wonderful.
So we have 4 different artists.
Okay.
4 different spoken word artists, 3 bands I'll be hosting.
Okay.
And the 4 artists performing is Joe Davis and the Poetic Diaspora.
Okay.
The Poetic Diaspora is his band.
Okay.
We have Taylor Seberg, her band is called Seberg. Travion Dunlap, his band is called Candy. And Dahlia Jones, she was a finalist on American Idol. And she was featured as Billie Holiday in an avant-garde production called Expressions of Black Progression that was at the State Theater. Then we have 4 poets. Okay. One poet by the name of J. Otis Powell, who is actually a Twin Cities legend. You know, he's guided a lot of different artists within the Twin Cities. Essence Adams, Tonda Cesar Jackson Nissan, and Pierre Raphael Fulford. And I'll be hosting, and it's all about the Renaissance.
All about the Renaissance.
And it's Joe Davis's birthday that evening as well. So we want to celebrate his birthday along with celebrate the scene.
Okay, where is this event going to take place?
It'll be at the Amsterdam Barn Hall on 6 West 6th Street.
Okay.
Downtown St. Paul, right off Wabasha.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And that's like one of the most premier venues within St. Paul right now. So we want everyone to come out because it's going to be something unique and different.
Well, yes. I'll certainly try to make it.
Okay.
Sounds like it's going to be a fun experience, and we can all use a little Renaissance in our life, right?
Definitely.
In history, right?
Of course. I mean, that's where it comes from.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you were recently on Care 11, and you were your organization just received the Arts Activities Grant from the Metropolitan Regional Arts Council.
Yes.
Tell us about that grant and what your business plans to do with this grant.
Okay, so it is a $10,000 grant.
Okay.
And it's providing us more opportunities to get our name out, number one.
Okay.
We're gonna have 4 different concerts within the year of 2017, 4 quarterly concerts.
Okay.
And in between those concerts are nighttime cultural socials where we will feature different live painters of color. So the whole thing is about bringing exposure to the scene of artists of color who have amazing gifts.
Wonderful,
Yep.
wonderful.
Yep. And the socials are called the Vibe Out Suite.
Okay.
And the music that'll be played will be neo soul, eclectic groove, jazz, reggae. We're talking artists like Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, D'Angelo, Maxwell, Tribe Called Quest. You know, it's gonna be something very live. And then the concerts, I have like a plethora of artists that I already have in mind that I want to feature in these concerts.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's to help fund that. It's to help get the marketing, promotion, and advertisement even on another level. Because I funded all of my events up to that point
Okay.
with faith and belief that, you know, it would lead to this point. So
Well,
it's a
and guess-
testimony. The avant-garde's a testimony, for
It
real.
is certainly a testimony.
Yeah.
And can people find your testimony or testimonials, because I'm sure you've got more than one,
Yeah.
on your website?
Yeah, my website's www.theavantgardeis.com. That's www.theavantgardeis.com.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Chad, it is definitely an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Hope to have you back on the show where we could talk a little more about you
Right.
and your work in the hip-hop arena.
Yeah.
But we definitely wanted to talk about the Renaissance,
Yes.
about the avant-garde,
Right.
right? And to talk about just your work that you've been doing with the avant-garde and that wonderful grant that you just received. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you. It's a blessing. It really is.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure having you on the show, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to Treshana's True TV. Make sure you catch us on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on MTN. I want to send a special thanks to my production assistant, Amira, my hairstylist, Brittany, and my dope producer who covered this show, Shed G. Thank you.